Hopefully you guys enjoyed the intro. That is the website created by the Eternal Nightmare dev team where they announce some of the lore stuff, but not every lore aspect is on the website, but most of it isn't. Just see it as more like 80% and 20% by the own lore writers. So it's mostly like that. So if you want to give it a quick check, I'll put a link in my description, so go check it out. It is truly amazing and you'll see some cool stuff in there. Anyway, let's start the video. Subject number 1. The mad genius himself, the one who was able to bring gods under him. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. In his entry page, it shows that he's a human and has the highest clearance level. His role is assistant head of the tech department and he's associated with Tails. In the appearance section, it describes his looks and clothes, nothing too crazy. Purpose-wise, Robotnik develops weapons and batniks that slows down EXEs, creating opportunities for survivors to escape. As a key technology specialist, he avoids direct combat, relying on his invention and quick retreat to control the battlefield. This could also hint into his kit, him being able to set up batniks in-game. He'll probably be a support/survivalist, and if you wanted to go a little bit crazy, he can also be considered a staller maybe. Now for the other characters, there's only 4 left, them being from Team Rose and Team Dark respectively. Let's start with Team Rose. The gentle giant himself, the cat that loves to fish, and his best friend being a French delicacy. Big the cat, honestly, I didn't think he would be the next one on the list since there are more important characters. We can see he's an adult Mobian. He also possesses the highest clearance level of the base. He's also associated with the head of recovery, aka Amy Rose. His purpose? Big protects the vulnerable by bringing them to safety, his hulking size making it difficult for anomalies to hurt him. His surrounding teammate, his duty to protect is strengthened by his brute force, shaking off anomalies by his tail and potentially going on full-on offense when he is sure that incapacitated teammates are in a safe location. When not on the field, Big spends his time in the greenhouse managing the agriculture. Next on our list is the second member of Team Rose, aka Cream the Rabbit. She's a child, as we see, and possesses a level 1 clearance, but in the notes it says that higher clearance members bring her into higher clearance area. She plays the role of a medic and also is officially affiliated with Amy and Vanilla. You could also add Big the Cat too, since they kinda work together. Purpose: with her small size and agility, Cream can navigate the battlefield by tackling heights to her advantage with her innate gliding ability. She plays an extremely crucial role as she's a healer with the ability to turn a round into the survivor's favor by mending damage that an anomaly has caused. When stuck in a chase, Cream has reflexes that can push her out of danger for some time, although her remains reliant on other teammates for safety. Outside the field, she assists within the med bay at times. We can see some stuff that refers to her kit in this document, but we're gonna pass that for now. Since we finished Team Rose, now let's talk about Team Dark, the darkness itself, the one that lost it all, the one that possesses the last Chaos Emerald, none other than Shadow the Hedgehog. He's somewhat the same age as Sonic, I presume, or even a little bit older. He also has highest clearance too. His role is the same as Sonic and Knuckles, and he works with them most of the time. His purpose being, the ultimate life form has an enhanced physique that allows him to have more durability, leading him to more sacrificial on the battlefield as he takes hits that others cannot afford. He fights on the front lines with his swift abilities and speed, has a vast range of abilities that for any situation in a fight. However, once he has exhausted too many abilities in a small amount of time, he may find himself vulnerable. Like before, this is a reference to his kit, so a heavy and aggressive type of stunner that can get too greedy. This is quite interesting. Now, our last survivor, created by the mad genius himself, the embodiment of a machine, a war machine, E.123 Omega. It is estimated that he has a 4 to 5 years lifespan. Also, interestingly, he doesn't have a species, but a class. I can only suspect that this will be a recurring thing for robot-based survivors. He has the highest clearance level too. He also head of the security and is officially affiliated with both the Resistance sector and the logistics sector. Purpose-wise, Unit E1 to Omega, aka Omega, strategizes and organizes mission arsenal. Additionally, he analyzes territory to find the most optimal playing field alongside the top resistant team. He uses his elaborate artillery and reinforced armory to shield survivors while executing offense with pure firepower. After reading this, the only thing I can think of is him having a kit that gives him long to medium range stuns with his machine gun. And since he's a giant machine, he would also specialize in tanking hits for survivors and protecting them from the EXE. Before we had the next section, I want to add this little interesting detail. Since I was snooping around in the website code, I was able to find who the next two announced characters would be. The first being Vector and the second being Dr. Starline. On the website, the entries don't have names, but their files do. So yeah, funny way to find out. Since we finished with them, let's head to the other part of the website.
The anomalies.
There does not seem to be a lot of info in here, except for two entries. Let's check the first one, shall we? B-Doc-001, aka Anomalies. Also, a little heads up, since Satanos got scrapped and was changed to Hellquill. If you see Satanos in the doc, just think of him as Hellquill, okay? In summary, the overviewer states, Anomalies are hostile creatures classified into 3 danger levels: Minion, Aberrant, and Executioner. They first became a major threat during the Calamity in 2000, caused by the Executioner Hellquill. The Calamity shattered dimensional barriers, allowing countless of anomalies to invade Mobius. The invasion devastated the world, forcing survivors into underground and hidden refuges, while wiping out 99% of the population of the global Earth. The restoration, supported by the Resistance, now maintains the world's largest database on anomalies through extensive field operation. So reading this, we know 3 important facts. First, something happened in the year 2000 that caused all of this. Second, it was caused by Hellquill. And third, most of the world is gone. Most of the world population is gone. A new character that enters the stage is one and only daughter of the Doctor, Sage, making her canon in the EN lore as an NPC. This is what she said. General conscience for the arrival of anomalies was in the year 2000. I have recovered some heavily guarded sources from an amateur careless outside service that hint at the first human contact with an anomaly in the 1950s. I'll continue my attempt to decrypt the file and uncover more information in that regard. Not difficult to achieve. My system predicts if their sloppy encryption is anything to go by. Now let's talk about the different classes of anomalies that roam on Earth. There are 3 classes, the first being Minion class, the most common anomalies. They are malformed human or Mobians who have become husk of themselves with barely any intelligence. They only become a threat in large groups, so I think I could handle one in a fight. Honestly, like no joke. They mostly stay around the territories of aberrant type anomalies. The second class is aberrant type. They are described as distorted anomalies that have a high level of intelligence and possesses abilities that let them overcome what is normally seen. This type of threat needs to be handled by a specialized and coordinated team with specialized equipment, and even if it's manageable, it's still responsible for the most fatal encounters. Now let's talk about EXEs. These are the strongest of the strong, godlike entities able to disrobe reality itself. Being the most intelligent out of all the killer class, has the ability to create pocket dimension where they are able to do whatever they want for them. This is all a game and they don't care for any lie. Any interaction would end in agony, as the doc says. We can see there's an encounter protocol for them. Let's read it. Some of the most determined members of the Restoration voluntarily hunt these beings, believe that reclaiming the world means confronting the executioners heads-on. Such missions have ended in brutal failures. After numerous fatalities, it has been forbidden for the average survivor to go anywhere near unmapped domains, unexplored area, or known executioner territory, such as tasks are left to the top teams of the resistance sector. Also, fun fact, EXCs don't like each other. and don't go into each other's territory. Also, weaker anomaly class don't go inside their territories either, also called hot zones. Only killer that has an entry on the website, I'm gonna keep it simple. Appearance-wise, he's described as a lean, dark indigo, anthropomorphic creature with eleganted limbs, tail black claws, glowing white eyes, and grain that opens into an endless void. Its fragmented, ever-shifting head spike, distort and silhouette, making its form appear unstable and impossible to fully perceive. Behavior-wise, it is among other anomalies, it's feral, and this is asserted by the fact that it tends to crawl on all fours, suggested by encounters. There seems to faintly exist something that can briefly override it. Occasionally, a sharp scream emits from it, without its permission. It is patient and manipulative. When pursuing a prey, it starts to accelerate, become faster and more lethal. It uses quick explosive movement, coming from everywhere. Every sudden move, every stalking maneuver, every chase is calculated, suggesting signs of intelligence. The anomaly tends to use fear, disoriented, and vulnerability. It isn't driven by emotion, curiosity, or morality, only by its primal instability, need to hunt, consume, and dominate. However, this still needs to be studied. There aren't any more documents for us to look at, except for FGOC 0.11 called E-series. In any case, there are extra lore bits that we'll talk about, but in short style video that you will be able to find on my TikTok or YouTube short. Thank you very much for, watching the video. And also, what was the word again? Get the fuck out of my video. Get the fuck away from me.